covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Denver Track Field as we're here for the 2023, yes, that's right, 14-year-old Babe Ruth South Regional Tournament. As we're here for Game 3 between Sarasota and Lawrenceburg, as this game was supposed to be played at 3 o'clock yesterday, but due to the weather and the field preparation, we're able to get this game in today. Michael, I'm here with Michael Marks as well.
Yeah, I mean, just unfortunate weather. You know, we didn't get started till 6 o'clock yesterday. This game was supposed to be played at 3, so glad we got the 2 games in last night, and I'm kind of excited to see the Sarasota team play. We saw some good baseball yesterday, Hayden, and I think we're going to see a couple more good games today.
Absolutely. This is Sarasota's first game of this tournament so far. Lawrenceburg yesterday dropped their first game against Tallahassee. They ended up losing that one. I believe it was 8-1. No, excuse me, 7-1. Yep. So Lawrenceburg looking to bounce back. So here's your lineups for today. Starting in left field for Sarasota, it's going to be Jackson Pinella. It's going to be the center fielder, J.D. James. Third baseman, Braden McKay. The designated hitter, Nelson Dominguez. The shortstop, Kieran Venkat. The catcher, Davin Davidson. The right fielder, Jackson Naismith. The second baseman, Olivia Lockhart. The first baseman, Cooper Madden. And the pitcher, J.J. Honish. And for Lawrenceburg, it's going to be the center fielder, Kason Blackwood. Shortstop, Jack Emerson. Right field, A.J. Daniel. Starting pitcher for Lawrenceburg is Jake Moore. First baseman is John Colby Stanley. Catcher, Brooks Durham. Left field, Logan Mays. Third baseman, Max Dillard. And the second baseman, Ryder Blackwood. So, Michael, looks like the coaches are meeting at home plate right now, ready to get this game underway. And what are you excited for so far this game?
Well, I want to see how Lawrenceburg kind of responds to yesterday. You know, they had the one run. They had 8 hits, and I believe they were walked 3 or 4 times. They stranded 11 guys in that game. I mean, I'm anticipated to see if they can get some guys on base and get them across home plate. And nothing against that Tallahassee team. They were a good team. But Lawrenceburg just couldn't string anything together. I'm anticipated to see, if they'll be able to string some hits together, some walks, a hit by pitch, maybe an error in there, something like that, just to get on the board early.
Absolutely, and also yesterday the pitching was a factor too. Ryder Blackwood didn't start the game off as well as you wanted him to, but he kind of got going at the end there, and Aiden Perez, unfortunately, threw, I believe, 24 pitches, injured his elbow, so hope he's okay for the rest of the tournament. And then also we had John Colby Stanley finish out the game for Lawrenceburg. So, you use 3 guys, but hopefully you can have some other guys that can step in and be on the mound for Lawrenceburg.
And that's the thing about playing, with 14-year-olds. Most of these kids are in middle school. Everybody pitches in middle school. So, I mean, you have a team full of guys that can hopefully go up there on the mound and do some damage. This is the 4th pitcher Lawrenceburg's used, and hopefully they can, keep that number down and be able to use a solid rotation. But, like you said, Aiden Perez goes down. This Lawrenceburg lineup is the exact same yesterday, except we have Max Dillard filling in for Aiden Perez.
Yep. Aiden Perez, I believe, started off second base and then got moved to pitcher, and then they brought in a extra player in Max Dillard and moved him to third, and Jake Moore is going to be on the mound for Lawrenceburg again today. So it's going to be, it's the name of the game. It's going to be a pitching battle today for sure.
Yeah, Sarasota hasn't used anybody yet. Lawrenceburg's used the most pitchers out of anybody so far, so we'll see how that plays a factor in this game.
And then also the Greenville and Marshall County game ended in a run rule of a 11-0 run rule in the bottom of the 5th, I believe. So Greenville probably arguably the best team in this tournament so far.
Yeah, I had that game last night with Dusty, and, Greenville, they didn't do anything particularly amazing, but they were just solid all the way around. They got on base, they got guys across home plate, and the kid they started the game with last night, Kessler, had an absolute gem. I believe he only went 4 innings, but had 8 or 9 strikeouts. He was just absolutely tearing up the zone. They flipped the corner outfielders.
Yep. They flipped the lineup on us. Looks like Logan Mays is going to be in right field now, and A.J. Daniel is going to be in left field. As those 2 guys were on that Coffin baseball team, Logan Mays is going to be making his way to Lawrence County as a freshman. So some good potential coming in. Good players coming into Lawrence County baseball as well as they struggled last season. But these guys hopefully can make an impact when they first get there to Lawrence County.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of young guys coming in. They didn't lose a whole lot of talent from last year, so this is pretty much just going to be the same team with a couple new faces, and they were all young last year. So I anticipate Lawrence County actually having a surprisingly pretty good season. I mean, you got a lot of young talent. You're getting a senior back in T.J. Gobble. He'll be on first base doing some batting. I mean, and when you get guys like that back, I mean, it's just going to be fun to watch. I mean, you're returning to Alex Bedford, who, me and A.J. Joke just led the state in walks it pretty much. I mean, you had to put the kid on because if not, he was going to, send something in a gap, hit a home run. I mean, incredibly talented player.
And then also we talked about last night that it's the first game for all these guys except Lawrenceburg. I mean, they've had one game on the even though they lost it, but still, the experience in Sarasota, they were supposed to play yesterday at 3 p.m., but like we said, due to weather, this is their first game of the whole tournament, so maybe some jitters and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, me and Dusty talked about it. When you got to wait, I believe it was 6 or 7 hours total that those rain delays ended up pushing games back. All those pitchers and players doing is sitting there thinking, Sarasota's had a whole night to sleep on it. So I'm kind of excited to see if they're going to come out swinging and be aggressive or be a little timid.
So it looks like we're ready to get things underway as we're going to have the leadoff hitter, Jackson Pinella. And here we go.
I guess we have a little bit of a scouting report, third baseman in on the grass already.
As home plate umpire, making sure his fellow field crew is ready. And here's first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike one. So good start for Jake Moore.
And it's kind of, I think this might be the same home plate umpire from the second game last night. He's real excited behind the plate there.
As that one is fouled out of play for strike two. So quickly, Jake Moore gets ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball one.
And if you're Lawrence County, you just want to see a pitcher be able to attack the strike zone in a timely manner. Last night, you're kind of just all over the place with some of those kids, maybe not have pitched in a while, stuff like that. And they really had a tough time, throwing strikes. So I'm going to be excited to see how Moore plays on the mound today.
There's the 1-2, and that's hitting to left field, and that's going to get down. A.J. Daniels going to scoop it up. And with that, first hit of the day for Sarasota.
Yeah, and Pinella, that was a good piece of hitting. I mean, he just dropped it right between the infield and the outfield and standing on first with a pretty easy single.
Yep, so good start for Sarasota, and now it's going to be the center fielder, J.D. James, at the plate here as we got a runner on first. As they're going to check over to first. Pinella didn't really have much of a lead over there, but they just wanted to make sure to make him retreat to first.
Yeah, we saw that first game between Tallahassee and Lawrenceburg. Both teams had, pretty much half-mile leads, and every single time there was somebody on first, they most definitely were trying to steal second.
There's first pitch, and that's going to be hit, and that's going to be just fouled out play down the first base line.
And that was a break for Lawrenceburg right there. That ball gets down fair territory. You might have two guys in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, AJ and I talked about the first game. This field looks like the Oakland Athletics type of field. Like it's got so many there's a bunch of room out in the third base line, the first base line. So we talked about if that gets over the first baseman's head when you're trying to, pick over to first, that runner could easily get to third.
Yeah, and we saw that a couple of times yesterday.
Here's the 0-1. That's also going to be fouled out of play. So once again, Jake Moore gets ahead on an 0-2 pitch.
And Moore's going to have to watch keeping this ball, in front of his catcher. His last 0-2 pitch kind of got away from Brookstrom. With the runner on first, you don't want to let anything get away.
As that one's just going to be high for ball one. And we talked about it earlier, I believe you're only allowed 105 pitches a day, and then you got to rest. So it's going to be tough to manage the pitches. As that one's going to be picked over to first, not in time.
Yeah, that wasn't really too much of a problem in those Babe Ruth games. We never really went 7 innings, but these don't have a time limit. They're going 7 innings or at least 5 due to a run rule. So we're going to see how these teams manage their pitch counts.
And so that's going to be swung on, and that's going to be sent to center field. And that's also going to get down as Casey Blackwood gets a hold of it. And with that, that's also going to be a single. So we got James on first, Pinella on second. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Braden McKay.
And Hayden, if I'm Lawrenceburg, I'm almost tempted to move my infield even more in. I mean, I get they're actually playing kind of deep for the teams we've seen. I'd move them in. I mean, we've had 2 bloop singles right here. I mean, I get it's a lot easier to charge on a ball than retreat on it, but 2 bloop singles like that.
Exactly. They're playing different today because yesterday they played in more.
And it could be the heat having something to do with that.
There's the first pitch, and that's just going to be on the outside corner. That's going to be a ball.
Another thing, how's the heat going to play effect today? The heat index could, be touching triple digits by the time we get to some of these later afternoon games. And yesterday we were, around 75 degrees with the cloud cover and the rain that had just gone through.
Well, here's more with 2-0 pitch.
Ooh. Well, that was just inside, Hayden.
Jake was unsure about that one, but that's going to make it 3-0. So quickly Moore falls behind the count. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that one's going to be a strike.
So you heard it from the crowd there, same pitch.
As McKay thought he was going to have an easy way to first, but instead that was a strike. So
it may just be the pinstripe pants, but this kid looks tall.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is a big group, too. It looks like one guy's, I believe, 6'4".
Yeah.
As that one's going to be away. So that's going to be a walk. And quickly, bases are loaded with no outs here at the top of the first.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg definitely a little bit of a trouble. The 2 bloop singles and a walk, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out, and you got the cleanup batter coming up to bat.
Now it's going to be Nelson Dominguez at the plate for Sarasota.
This is a big kid, too.
He is. As that first pitch is away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be swung on for strike 1.
Yeah, most of these big cleanup hitters when they're 14, they're fastball hitters. If you give them a healthy dose of breaking balls, they're just going to sit there and swing and miss.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's also going to be swung on, but it's going to be fouled out of play down the third base line. So it's going to be a 1-2 count here for Jake. So he's just trying to get something going. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be swung on but fouled into Lawrenceburg's dugout.
Good job by Dominguez right there battling that pitch off.
As we got an alarm going off, somebody just decided to wake up.
Yeah, that wasn't my wake up alarm, but
oh man. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's also going to be swung on, tipped back into the catcher's glove, so that's going to be a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there for Moore.
That's going to be his first strikeout of the day. So now it's going to be the shortstop, Karen Venkat.
And after being in a bit of a jam, Lawrenceburg defense a double play away from getting out of this inning unscathed.
So here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So Jake Moore looking to use that strikeout to get some momentum going. That's going to be outside, and Pinnell's going to take off, and he's just going to be safe.
Yeah, Durham tried to eat that one up behind the plate. Made a good throw to Moore there, just Pinella too fast, and it's going to be the open run of this game.
Yep, so first one to strike is Sarasota. They lead this one 1-0. So here's Venkat at the plate. He's going to swing on it, and that's going to get down into center field. That's easily going to score 1 run. If they get it to Jake Moore, and he's going to keep everybody at bay. So Sarasota adds on another run. as Venkat. That's his RBI single.
And Hayden, I believe, is the 6'4" kid here.
Yeah, this is a David Davidson. He's at least 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, I mean,
He's probably the biggest kid in this tournament.
Pretty close. Him or the first baseman from Tallahassee.
Yep. Jake Moore looking to pick over first. Got runners on first and third. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be swung on, foul behind us. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be swung on. And Brooks. Smart play by Brooks there. You know, you got a runner on third there and try not to pick off the second baseman. Yeah, take a chance of them scoring.
Yeah, and it looked like, I believe that was Venkat right there still on second. I mean, he had some wheels on him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ball in the dirt. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be on the inside corner for 3-1.
Yeah, that looked like it clipped the plate there.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's going to be on the outside. That's going to be another walk. So, once again, bases are loaded. It's going to bring Jackson Naismith, the right fielder, as Chad Moore is going to come out to the mound. Talk to his son, Jake Moore.
Yeah, he's having a tough time finding the strike zone early in this game. Can't really get into a groove. And, you know, I don't know if it's nerves. You know, not pitching in a while. We talked about that before the game. He hadn't pitched since the middle school playoffs. So, you know, and you know, not being on the mound for that long of a time definitely has an impact on you. I mean, you got to at least throw some bullpens, try to keep in the rhythm. But, you know, it's hard to come out in this tournament against good teams that you've never seen before and try to pitch.
Yeah, this looks like just a little pep talk by Chad Moore. Like, hey, you know, calm down. First inning, 1 out. We just bases loaded. Do your thing. You're a good team. Yes. We haven't seen anybody in the bullpen yet, so I don't think we'll be seeing that anytime soon.
No.
Jake Moore's, he's not been doing bad. He's just, you know, having trouble finding the strike zone right now.
Yeah, and a bunch of the pitches have been close. I mean, he had those 2 or 3 that have gotten away a little bit, but most of the time they've been either right off the plate or right there in the strike zone. It's just he's got to be able to string those strikes together.
So here's Naismith. That's going to be a strike. So I'll make it an 0-1 with bases loaded and 1 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1.
Yeah, if you're Moore right here, no more free passes. I mean, you got the bases loaded. You just got to pound the strike zone and try to get an out or 2 here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a strike. Good job by Moore.
Yeah, working this outside corner here, this at bat.
Here's Moore with the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled back into the padding. That'll make it, once again, 1-2. And
I believe we'll probably see more going inside on this pitch right here.
And we got time called by the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be just outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play.
Yeah, and it seems like that extra night of rest has helped Sarasota so far. They're up 2-2 or 2-0 with bases loaded and nobody out, and just the top of the first.
Here's 2-2 pitch. That's going to be hit.
Oh,
and
what a
catch
play.
by Jack Emerson. And they're going to get the double play. So good job by Lawrenceburg to end the inning strong, as Sarasota leads this one 2-0. We'll be back right after this break.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco product. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobile. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out, Denver Trap Field, bottom of the first inning. Lawrenceburg in a little bit of a hole after giving up 2 runs at Sarasota in the first, but a beautiful play by Jack Emerson, double play to get them out of the inning, limiting the damage. So leading off this inning for Lawrenceburg will be Cason Blackwood. A little bit of a rough day yesterday, Blackwood on up to bat. Started off the game 0 for 2. I believe it ended up 1 for 3 by the end of it. First pitch here. That's going to be just over Blackwood's head. Strike one, or ball 1.
He had to duck for that one.
Yeah. That is J.J. Honish on the mound for Sarasota. 1-0 pitch will be fouled off down the third baseline. This kid's kind of bringing it with a little bit of heat. And you can compare it to Lawrenceburg, Hayden, you can see the Sarasota outfield playing really shallow. Blackwood's going to chop that one past the pitcher. Shortstop's going to field it and not have a play. So Blackwood on with an infield single. And honestly, a pretty smart play by the Sarasota infielder to just eat that one up. Didn't really have much of a play. Blackwood getting down the line in a hurry.
Yeah, he got down the line in a hurry. I saw it, and I was like, man,
yeah,
he's going to beat the pass before he gets there.
Yeah, Blackwood played some center field for Summertown this past spring on the high school team as a freshman, I believe, and looks to continue that good baseball career. So now to bat will be the shortstop, Jack Emerson. Blackwood, pretty good lead on first, and he's taken off. Pitch can be taken by Emerson. A good throw by the catcher, but Blackwood will be there just in time. And just like that, Lawrenceburg gets the first man on first, still second. Just like that, you got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And, we talked about it, Hayden. These Lawrenceburg kids like to get a pretty big lead. And as Emerson shows bunt, pops it up. The pitcher's not going to be able to make a play, and we're going to have another infield single.
There you go.
Jack Emerson popped up a bunt, and the Hannes just kind of tripped coming off the mound. The ball got down. Nobody really else was trying to make a play on it. Then we got runners at the corners, nobody out.
Yeah, and we talked about yesterday, Michael, like Lawrenceburg was in these type of positions yesterday, but they just weren't able to take advantage of it. So that's, just one thing they got to do today. They got perfect position to get a runner to home.
Yeah. First pitch here to the left fielder, A.J. Daniel. It's going to be in the ground for a ball. And the 1-0. That one will also be in the dirt. Count now 2-0.
And if you're Sarasota's pitcher, you also got to think about Jack Emerson, as he always has a big lead off.
Yeah, blazing speed too. And Daniel's going to put that one into right field. It will be caught, and a double play opportunity. They're going home. And they're going to, the catcher dropped the ball.
So he's going to be safe.
A little bit of a funny play. Daniel popped that one up to the right fielder. Emerson had a huge lead off of first base. You figure the right fielder would try to go there and get two, but Emerson gets back safely, and the throw was dropped by the catcher, allowed Case and Blackwood to score. So now Lawrenceburg's on the board in this one early.
Yeah, that's smart by Kaysen to understand that, hey, Jack Emerson was more than likely going to take off, but due to him having to tag up, he decided to take off as well. It's going to be.
They're going to appeal to the third base, and they will say that Blackwood did tag up indeed. You don't see that much by 14-year-olds having the heads-up awareness to make that. Even if Blackwood had or had not tagged up, that's a smart play right there. So now we got the pitcher, Jake Moore, and they're going to send him down to first.
So pitcher versus pitcher there.
You usually see the pitchers being rather safe with each other, out there on the mound. Or you got pitchers batting, especially at this age group. You don't want to bang them up, but it looked like it hit his left elbow.
Yeah,
so not his throwing arm.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up John Colby Stanley, the first baseman.
Now we got runners on first and third here, and it looks like we're going to have
And we're going to have a courtesy runner here for
Aiden Perez.
Yeah, Perez injured his elbow, I believe it was, yesterday on a pitch. Just looked like it got away from him. Maybe, not sure what the injury was. But if he's good enough to run today, then that's a good sign. Yeah. And Perez, a good runner, was a pinch runner last year and played some outfield for Summertown. And also a big member of the Eagles Babe Ruth team that played here in Lawrenceburg earlier this summer. And Hayden, by now we would have had at least 4 MLB pitch clock violations.
Absolutely.
Not sure exactly what we're waiting on. I guess the umpire's making their
there we go. There.
Courtesy runner change.
Yep. I wasn't sure what we were waiting on because Honish wasn't on the mound.
I'd say he looked like he was ready to go, but I guess we need a home plate umpire to play ball. That's debatable. First pitch here to Stanley will be low and outside for ball 1. And Hayden, I love the way that Lawrenceburg has responded so far. They got in a big hole in the first inning, and got out of it only allowing 2 runs, and they've come back in the bottom of the first attacking. That pitch can be swung on and missed. Good pitch right there by Honeskad. Stanley a little fooled.
Yeah,
looked like that was a fastball with a little bit of sink action, or maybe a changeup right there. Just
kind of threw Stanley off there.
Yeah. And the 1-1's going to be outside for ball 2. And it looks like the way these kids are playing some of these at-bats, it's like they have a scouting report. I'm not sure how they're doing that, but, they're working away from Stanley, and he does not like to hit outside pitches.
They do, and one thing about that is that I've noticed is that's going to be
2-1 popped up to the infield, And that will be caught for the second out by the third baseman.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg, they play deep in the outfield, but Sarasota, what I've seen so far, they're
playing pretty shallow.
Yeah, they're scooting up, yeah.
I mean, there's some guys on this Lawrenceburg team I would not want to play in on, you know.
No, absolutely not.
You know, we know that Case and Blackwood, hard hitter. Brooks Durham can hit a ball pretty hard.
A.J. Daniel.
I mean, plenty of guys that can hit a ball and run. So that's going to be the catcher, Brooks Durham, up to bat. He's going to take that first pitch in there for a strike. Still got Jack Emerson on second and pinch runner Aiden Perez on first, running for Jake Moore. They're going to pick back towards Emerson at second. He'll get back safely. Surprised we haven't seen Emerson run yet. Well, I mean, we saw it all Babe Ruth season. We've seen it some in this tournament, him liking to get a big lead and trying to run. That pitch will be inside.
He was going to take off before that fly out to right field.
So Sarasota leads this one 2-1, bottom of the first inning. Comes the 1-1 to Durham. That'll be low and outside. Good job beating that one up behind the plate, Davidson. You know, talking to some of the guys doing the PA during the first game yesterday, you know, we always know these Florida teams are going to be tough, and Sarasota and Tallahassee, the two teams that Lawrenceburg's played so far, both good teams, as that pitch is going to be inside for ball 3.
Absolutely. When we had the Babe Ruth World Series in 2015, 2017, it was Florida teams that ended up winning the tournament.
So hitters count for Durham. Runners on first and second. And he's going to take that one high. And Durham's going to trot down to first. Base is loaded now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Logan Mays. Yeah, Hayden, you kind of feel for Sarasota right there because that pitch looked like it was in there.
Yeah, for sure. That's why we were all just kind of like.
I mean, maybe if Durham was about 4 inches shorter, you'd say that was probably a ball, but I mean, Durham's a pretty big kid for his age.
He is.
And we got a courtesy runner. What's that number right there? 20.
Jack Story.
Yeah.
I believe this is his first appearance of the tournament so far.
So we got 3 good runners on base right now for Lawrenceburg. So I would assume any gap shot would score, definitely clear the bases. So Mays had a little bit of a rough go at it at the plate yesterday, and also had a little bit of an outfield fielding error with the sun in his eyes in left field last night. So.
Yeah, it was weird too because I saw him kind of shade left and then also just went right on him in the outfield.
First pitch will be foul tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 1. Yeah, and another thing that plagued Lawrenceburg: 1 run, 8 hits, 4 errors. So just a little bit of bad luck all the way around, as that pitch will be outside. So Story, Perez, and Emerson are your base runners. That one will be dropped in there for strike 2. Good breaking pitch right there by Honish.
That's probably the pitch he's been looking for this whole time on the mound.
1-2 here to Mays. Swung on low, slow Chapper, the first baseman, fires over to the pitcher, and they will tag the bag for the third out. So Lawrenceburg strands, the base is loaded, but does get a run on the board as they now trail Sarasota 2-1. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the Exports Network.
Tired of driving into the city every time you...
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old-world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family-owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com. At Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg, owner and broker Fred Webb is always working with his realtors to ensure they're ready for game day to score you the biggest win for your home or property. From being the best trained to knowing the land or home they're selling, the crew at your local United Country office is ready to give you their all. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, turn to Southern Tennessee Realty today and let them put their years of combined experience to work for you. Because everyone around here knows if Southern Tennessee Realty can find Bigfoot, they can find you a buyer.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Denver Trap Field as we're here for the 2023 14-year-old Southeast Regional Babe Ruth Tournament brought to you by Quick Mart. As Sarasota leads this one 2-1, as that one's going to be hit by Olivia Locker, but it's going to be caught by, I believe it's John Colby Stanley. So.
Yeah, big break right there. You know, Moore had thrown over 30 pitches in the first inning, so get a first pitch out right there to start the second. Good start for this Lawrenceburg pitching staff.
That was good contact there by Olivia as well.
I thought she was going to bloop it in like a couple of her teammates did in the first.
That's going to be a strike. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Cooper Madden. And that's going to be tipped out play down the third base line. So.
Back half of the Sarasota lineup's come out swinging. Mm-hmm. And why not? I mean, they had 3 hits in the first inning, and that's probably the most hits we've seen in an inning. That's a hard ground ball up the middle. What a play.
Good job by Jake Moore keeping that in front of him. So quickly, 2 outs.
I believe he's at 5 pitches.
5 pitches, 2 outs, not bad. So now it's going to be the pitcher, J.J. Harnish, at the plate. With Jackson Panella on deck. Here's first pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. That's going to be hit into left field, and that's going to be caught by A.J. Daniels. So
7-pitch inning.
Yep,
right there,
7-pitch inning, 3 outs. Sarasota still leads this one 2-1 over Lawrenceburg. We'll be back right after this break.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
Rent-Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent-Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent-Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
welcome back out Denver Track Field, bottom of the second inning in this 14U Babe Ruth Southeast Regional Tournament sponsored by Quick Mart. And Hayden, after a long first inning, we just had AJ tell us it was 37 minutes, I believe. 2-minute top of the second inning, so at this rate, we'll be done in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Jake Moore, I believe he threw 34 pitches in the first inning and then 7 this last inning, so that's a great way to keep your pitch count down.
Yeah, 41 after 2 looks a whole lot better than 34 after 1.
Absolutely.
And, Lawrenceburg with the bottom half of the lineup coming up to bat, Max Dillard. Yeah, you're anticipating to see if they can get some of these bottom half guys and let the top half of the order keep hitting the ball. Casey Blackwood, Jack Emerson. And we don't have a home plate umpire. Actually, we don't have any of the umpires. Actually, we have.
Oh, he's over there getting a drink real quick, getting that good old Gatorade.
Hey, listen,
it's a hot day.
We're up here in the press box.
Yeah.
We have some sort of AC up here. It's still hot.
It is, absolutely.
It's 10:45 in the morning. We have a heat index probably in the 90s at this point.
See a bunch of umbrellas and tents in the bleachers today.
And 91 already. And that first pitch by Dillard going to be fouled back. Dillard, a part of there's 5 Summertown kids on this team. You got Ryder and Kason Blackwood, Max Dillard, Aiden Perez, and John Colby Stanley. So
good representation by Summertown.
0-1. That'll be low and outside. Yeah, it feels kind of weird with a Babe Ruth team out of Lawrenceburg not having at least one Loretto kid on the team, over the past, 10 years, I'd say, Loretta's had a ton of baseball talent, but just not much representation in this tournament. That one's going to be dropped in there for a strike. Good pitch.
Absolutely. When you had, in the 2015 World Series, you had Ryan Weathers, that group. So,
yeah, a bunch of good ball players. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed, dropped third strike. And a little bit of a off-target throw, but they will get the out.
If they got away from him, Dillard was going to easily make his way to first, and Mob took off for second.
Yeah, and Dillard, one of the faster guys on this team, he can get down the line in a hurry, but not in time there. The leadoff man is out, bringing up the bottom of the order, the second baseman, Ryder Blackwood.
Ryder had a good day on the mound yesterday. Started off slow, but kind of turned it on towards the end.
Yeah, Blackwood, another good runner, a left-handed batter. Only a couple of these in this lineup. And that pitch is going to be skied to the infield. Actually, it's going to get to the outfield. Center fielder will make the play. And that will be 2 up, 2 down quickly.
Good job by Sarasota calling off the shortstop. That's J.D. James.
That's going to bring back up the top of the order in Kason Blackwood, 1-for-1 with a infield single.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday a little bit too. Like in the Marshall County game, there was multiple occasions where they just didn't communicate and talk, and in the process, drop balls, errors made. I'm not sure how many errors they had that game, but there was quite a few.
Yeah, it was probably in the range of what Lawrenceburg had yesterday, in the 4 to 5 range. So that it's going to bring the count 2-0 here to Blackwood. 2-0 to Kason will be in the dirt ball 3. So far, Blackwood 2 good at-bats. And here comes the 3-0. That one will be in the dirt ball 4, and Blackwood is on with a 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Jack Emerson.
Looks like
Emerson had an infield single as well.
Davison's going to make his way up to the mound.
Emerson tried to drop a bunt down the third baseline, popped it up. Honish tripped coming off the mound, and nobody else had charged on the ball, which allowed Blackwood to advance to third and Emerson on first, which then led to an A.J. Daniels sacrifice fly to put Lawrenceburg on the board in the first inning. So Lawrenceburg doing a pretty good job early getting guys on. You strand the bases loaded in the first inning, but you had guys on, you scored a run. You can't complain.
Yeah, it's only a 1-run game, and it's early in this game as well.
They'll pick back towards Blackwood. And you can tell the Sarasota defense is not going to try to allow Emerson to drop down another bunt with the third baseman playing on the infield grass once again.
Infield's playing about the norm.
Yeah.
And then you got the outfield kind of playing shallow still. It looks like they backed up a little bit, but they're still playing fairly shallow.
Yeah, if I'm Emerson, I'm trying to look for a middle away pitch and slap it opposite field. So he's going
Blackwood's going to take off.
Foul that one off. So Blackwood will have to retreat back to first. 1-1 count here to Jack Emerson, the shortstop. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Sarasota leads this one so far 2-1. All 3 runs scored in the first inning, nothing yet in the second. It's been compared to a long first inning, a rather quick second. And the 1-1. That's gonna
hit him.
Well, I believe Emerson got out of the way, but that ball did get away from the catcher, so Blackwood took second. Was there standing without a throw. So count 2-1 now to Emerson. Blackwood taking off for third. He will get there in time. And that ball's going to get away.
There you go.
Case of Blackwood's coming home. And Lawrenceburg has now tied this game up 2-2 with Case and Blackwood being responsible for both runs.
Good base running by Case and Blackwood.
Hey, and that's where that aggressive style of baseball comes to pay off. You got a guy stealing third, a little bit of an errant throw, and the ball just skipped off the third baseman. Blackwood had the wherewithal to get up and come home and was there before the throw. So we got a 2-2 ball game now, Hayden.
Yep, you got to be careful with those pickoffs because, I mean, we keep mentioning how the first base line, the third base line, there's plenty of room to get away from the first baseman, third baseman.
And that ball is going to be a ground ball hit to the shortstop, fielded cleanly, fired over to first. And they will say he was out. Emerson believed he was there, but that will be the third out of the inning. But after some exciting baseball from Case and Blackwood, we got a tie ball game 2-2 after the bottom half of the second inning. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the top of the third inning between Lawrenceburg and Sarasota. As Lawrenceburg, bottom of the second inning, tapped on another run to make this an even game, 2-2. As once again, this is the 2023 14-year-old Southeast Regional Tournament brought to you by Quick Mart. As that's going to be sent to center field, and that's going to be Case and Blackwood easily getting under it. So quickly, 1 out.
And as well as that ball was struck there, Hayden, maybe it's smart for Lawrenceburg's outfield to be playing that deep. Blackwood had to retreat a little bit on that one. But quickly another out. I mean, the last 4 outs for Moore on the mound have come in the last 7 or 8 pitches.
So that's going to be the center fielder, J.D. James, at the plate, and he's going to swing on that one. That's going to be foul out play, and that's going to just go over our heads in the press box up here.
And Lawrenceburg has put a little bit of pressure on Sarasota. Sarasota comes out 2 runs in the top of the first. Lawrenceburg ties it up here in the bottom of the second, so they've come out pretty aggressive here in the third inning.
That's going to get away from Brooks Durham, the catcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Top of the third. That one's, I don't know.
As tall as that kid is batting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's below the belt.
So here's 2-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to Ryder Blackwood. He fumbles it, but he's able to get it to first. Quickly 2 outs here at the top of third.
Yeah, another good play by the Lawrenceburg infield. Just, I mean, that ball was hit pretty well off the bat. I believe that was James, and a good play by Ryder Blackwood to eat that one up and fire to Stanley at first to get the second out quickly here in the third inning.
Again, I'd like to remind you right after this game at 12:30, it will be Tallahassee and Greenville, battle of the undefeated. So that's going to be another ground ball to Ryder Blackwood. That one gets away from him.
Yeah, another hard hit ball at Blackwood. He just couldn't completely get his body in front of that one to eat it up. And with 2 outs, they got a little bit of a rally coming here.
So McKay's going to easily get to first.
Going to bring up Dominguez, DH.
That's going to be the designated hitter, Nelson Dominguez. Here's Jake Moore with the first pitch. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be our right field. That's going to get down the line as it's Logan Mays scoops that one up, gets it to second to Jack Emerson.
Yeah, no, I was worried this Dominguez kid was going to, you can't leave anything off the plate to him because he scorched that one to shallow right field.
Yeah, perfect spot.
Just like that with 2 outs, Sarasota has a runner on third.
So that's the shortstop, Karen Venkat. Karen Venkat, excuse me. Then again, we do apologize for the mispronunciation. And that one's going to be sent to left field. That's going to get down. A.J. Daniels scoops it up, and that's going to be a RBI single by Venkat.
I don't think I've ever seen a game with this many bloop singles.
Yeah.
We've gotten, I believe, 4 now in just 3 innings of play.
So runners on first and second now. As that's going to be the catcher, Davin Davidson.
And that fielding error there by Blackwood's come back to bite Lawrenceburg a little bit here.
That's going to be in there for strike 1. What I've noticed so far today, Michael, it looks like in the outfield, they're shading more left than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bunch of right-handed hitters for Sarasota, so they're definitely going to be playing towards the
Oh,
duel.
what a play.
Wow.
Wow, what a play by Dillard. It's going to be a ground ball in the left field, but he's able to dive for it, get a hold of it, and tag third. So what a play by Dillard. And as that's going to do it for the top of third, we'll be back right after this break.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out here, bottom of the third inning here on Denver Trapp Field. We got the 14U Babe Ruth Southeast Regional brought to you by Quick Mart. Sarasota tacks on a run in the top of the third to take the lead back 3-2 over Lawrenceburg, but 3-4-5 are coming to bat for this Lawrenceburg team to try to get back, take back the tire, maybe even take the lead. First pitch here to A.J. Daniel is going to be pretty close to hitting him, but he will step out of the way. That one's inside for ball one.
Music, 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 music.
So we got music going as that pitch to Daniel will be on the outside corner for a strike. I'm not opposed to a little music while I'm playing.
Oh, yeah, no.
And the 1-1 to Daniel.
Some hot music going.
Yeah, that's inside for ball two. Here comes the 2-1 to Daniel. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball right there by Honus.
Good cut there by Daniel as well.
Punish. That's that one. Well, even the count up at 2. Here's 2-2. Swung on, hard ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. Throw over to first. Will be in time to get Daniel, who's getting down the line pretty quick right there.
It was, yeah. It looked closer than it looked before.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty hard hit ball, and got close to being at first, but will not beat the throws. That's going to bring up our pitcher, Jake Moore. Hit by pitch his first at bat. And has come back since then, and I believe thrown like 18 pitches on the mound in 2 innings.
Yeah.
So he's definitely doing a good job watching that pitch count, as his first pitch will be low and away for ball one.
He's definitely stepped up his game after throwing 34 pitches in the top half of the first inning. Only, like you said, 18 pitches between the second and the third. Not too bad.
1-0 will be in there for strike one. Little pitch was a little low, but I believe it clipped the zone. But, yeah, after throwing 34 pitches and giving up 2 runs in the first inning, you know, with already the pitching situation that Lawrenceburg's in, you're not sure how they could come back for that. But Moore's done a good job battling, helping his team out. That 1-1 will be away for ball two.
Looks like we got some action in the Lawrenceburg bullpen over there.
Yeah, 2-1. That one in the dirt for ball three.
Good job by Moore being disciplined and getting ahead of the pitch count.
I believe that might actually just be Aiden Perez down there throwing. I'm not sure if he'll be able to come in and play today, as that 3-1 pitch will be in there for strike two. We've seen it every time there's a 3-1 or a 3-ball pitch coming in, and it's anywhere close. If the batter starts walking to first, they're going to go ahead and call that a strike, make it come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the full count pitch, swung on, hard ground ball, going to get by the third baseman, and a good base hit right there by Jake Moore.
That's going to be another hit for Lawrenceburg. That's going to be their, I believe, third of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a hit fest so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, 3 innings for Sarasota. They have 5 hits, 3 hits for Lawrenceburg. Just got their third.
They'll have a courtesy runner. Actually, that's going to be Aiden Perez now coming in.
Oh, yeah. So, not sure who we have throwing down there. That's going to bring up first baseman John Colby Stanley. First pitch in there for a strike. Perez gets his lead at first. Oh, 1. It's going to be on the outside corner to Stanley.
Good eye. He wanted to swing at it.
Yeah, they're throwing him a lot of low and away.
He swung on one earlier that kind of was a fastball, but like you said, it broke on him at the last second.
They're going to pick back to first. Perez will get back safely. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was like a changeup or a sinker or something like that, but it broke away at the last second. And Stanley had to swing. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a strike all the way through and just broke at that last second. 1-1, Perez taking off, and a good hit and run executed by the Lawrenceburg offense right there as Perez is going to go for third. The ball gets away from the left fielder. They're going to wave him home. Perez is coming home, and they're actually going to hold him back. Stanley is going to advance to second. So just like that, Lawrenceburg's got 2 runners in scoring position after a beautiful hit and run by the 2 Summertown kids, Aiden Perez and John Colby Stanley.
Good job by Jackson Naismith. It got away from him, but he was able to throw it and get it in the infield in time before.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good play by the
51.
So that's going to bring up Brooks Durham, the catcher. Infield playing in to try to preserve their lead with 2 runners in scoring position. You know, if you're Durham, I guess you try to elevate something maybe, or because I mean it's going to be hard to get a shot through any of these little gaps here in the infield, but it can be done as that first pitch was high for a ball. 1-0. That one low and inside, strike one. Good pitch right there by Honish. I mean, you're trying to jam somebody up, get a little slow roller. That's the pitch to do it.
Yep.
So if you're Honish right now, you don't want to give Durham anything he can drive. As that one just outside for ball 2. Yeah, this is a must hit right here for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, just get a hold of something.
Just to try to get the tie back or maybe even a lead. As that ball is going to be low for ball 3. And Durham now in a hitter's count. And with as aggressive as Lawrenceburg's playing today, I would assume he's swinging right here.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely
if it's
playing.
anything close to the zone, he's going for it.
They're definitely playing a whole lot better than they did yesterday.
Yeah, they've come in with a sense of urgency today.
And, of course, you had that one game on your belt as well from yesterday, even though they lost it.
3-1 inside for strike 2. And Durham cannot believe it. I mean, that was almost on his hands.
Yeah.
So another 3-2 count. We had one earlier this inning with Jake Moore, who laced a ground ball that is now being courtesy run for by Aiden Perez. 3-2. That's in the dirt for ball 4, and Lawrenceburg has the bases loaded once again, second time in 3 innings.
Only one out, so.
And Logan Mays up to bat again in this bases loaded spot.
That's what I was thinking. Sarasota's home plate, head coach going to head out there. I was expecting that, you know. One out with pitches. 55 pitches, 1 out. Bases loaded here, bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, and this may just be a conversation. I'm not sure if they're going to take him out or anything, but he's in a little bit of a jam again, is Honish. He's had a great game. I mean, only 1 strikeout, 3 walks, but it feels like he's been in control, really.
Yeah, he has. And, I mean, like, this is probably just, pep talk, like, hey, we're good. Calm down. It's early in the game.
You've been here before. We've had the base loaded in the first inning. We can get out of this without too much damage.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of like the situation Jake Moore was in earlier in the top of the first inning. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen any. Well, now I'm seeing action in the bullpen, but that's the first time today I've seen anybody.
Yeah, another righty warming up as they're going to leave Honish in the game here. Just a little bit of a pep talk from the Sarasota head coach. So Logan Mays in a huge opportunity to help his team out with a base hit, scoring 1, potentially 2 runs right here. First pitch from Honish. That'll be inside ball 1. And, Dusty talked about it last night. I'm not opposed to getting a shoulder in there and taking that one.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they tell you. I mean, just kind of turn and take a hit.
1-0 pitch. That's going to be fouled off back into the backstop by Mays. Count 1-1. Only 1 out here. And that's going to be a curveball dropped in. And that inside corner, Hayden, all day has been real iffy whether you're going to get the call or not. And Honish gets a pitch to go his way in this at-bat.
I mean, that curveball looked beautiful, though. I mean, it looked like it was going to be on the inside.
1-2. Mays, slow round ball, fielded by the shortstop. They're going to just throw to first for 1. But a good job by Logan Mays to advance all the runners, getting RBI right there on the fielder's choice. So Lawrenceburg has tied this game up at 3 now. And it seems that every time Sarasota punches Lawrenceburg in the face, they've come back and punched just as hard.
And I don't know if you can see, Michael, all the guys are coming out to, congratulate Logan Mays. Even though he got out there, you gave us a better chance of winning this game.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes the ABs might not go your way, but, I believe it was Daniel that had the RBI on the sac fly.
Yeah.
You didn't get on base, you didn't get a hit, but you scored a run for your team. As that's going to bring Max Dillard up to the plate, third baseman, who made a beautiful play to end the last inning of just laying out and gloving it, tagging third to end the inning. We've had a couple of good plays by the left side of this Lawrenceburg infield.
Mm-hmm.
Let's count 1-0 here to Dillard. Yeah. And he's going to hit a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman, a long throw, and it's going to be just off. But what a play over there by the Sarasota first baseman to make that play and tag Dillard to save another run. So after 3 innings here in Lawrenceburg, you have Sarasota 3, Lawrenceburg 3. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Welcome back to the 2023 Southeast Regional Babe Ruth Tournament, as we're here for Game 3 between Lawrenceburg and Sarasota, and that's going to be flied into left center. That's going to be caught by Cason Blackwood.
I mean, that kid can cover some ground. I mean, he's a tall, lanky kid, so you're not exactly sure how fast he is, but that kid can move. I mean, he's the center fielder for Summertown, who is always a good baseball team.
Absolutely. I'd say you have to run 30, 35 yards just to go grab that one.
Oh, yeah, easily.
That's going to bring the second baseman, Olivia Lockhart, up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be a little outside.
It was a good eye right there. I mean, some of these inside outside corner pitches have been 50-50, so it's kind of hard when to tell someone to take a pitch or go for it.
Here's the 0-1. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be Jack Emerson. That's going to get away from him. So
I mean, that was a hard hit ball right there.
It was. Good contact by Olivia.
She's put the bat on the ball twice.
Absolutely. John Colby showing her some love over there, giving her a fist bump. So now it's going to be Cooper Madden, the first baseman, at the plate here for Sarasota.
Not a very big lead at first, but none of the Sarasota runners really have had one. As that one's going to be ground to third
ball.
base.
That's going to get away from Dillard.
And now we got 2 on, nobody out.
Yep.
Or 1 out, pardon.
2 back-to-back errors by Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, and you don't want to have errors at the bottom of the order. Let these guys get on for the top half to bring them in.
Yeah, and especially not this point of the game. You know, last inning you tagged on a run, tied up the game. You want to try to get some sort of momentum towards your team.
Yeah, throw up another 0 and go out here and take the lead.
That's going to be outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to Emerson. And he's going.
Smart play.
Yep.
Emerson fires the Dillard at third to get the lead runner. So now runners on first and second as Lockhart is tagged out at third.
Now it's going to be at the top of the order. It's going to be Jackson Panella. So runners on first and second here. 2 outs. That's going to be swung on to center, and that's going to be Casey Blackwood easily getting under that one. And just like that, that'll be it for the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back right after this break.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town when you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out bottom of the 4th inning here in the 14-year-old Babe Ruth Southeast Regional here in Lawrenceburg, sponsored by Quick Mart. And after being in a little bit of a jam there in the 4th inning, Jake Moore does a really good job allowing his defense to play behind him as they throw up another 0 as Lawrenceburg is coming here in the bottom of the 4th inning looking to gain the lead. It's going to be the second baseman, Ryder Blackwood, up to bat after a really good play in the bottom of the 3rd inning by the Sarasota corner infielders to get the last out to avoid another run scoring. Blackwood shows bunt pulls back, called strike. And Hayden, I mean, we've seen a pretty good defense today. I mean, by both sides.
Absolutely. You know, like, there's only been a few errors by Lawrenceburg, you know, the 2 back-to-back errors, but other than that, that's going to be
Blackwood will raise that one. Second baseman, Lockhart, throw.
Wow.
Got him.
Wow,
what a play there. Olivia Lockhart gets a hit last inning, covers some ground right there, slides on the ball and makes a good throw to first.
She is having her game.
Yeah.
It's going to be the top of the order here for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, it's going to bring up Case and Blackwood, a single and a walk, and I believe 4 stolen bases.
Yeah.
He stole second his first time after he got the single, and then stole second, third, and home.
Yep.
His second time up. So Blackwood likes running. I can tell. He's made a couple good running plays in the outfield. 1-0. That'll be right over the plate for strike 1. And until Sarasota proves they're going to throw you a strike, I don't see a point in swinging.
Oh, yeah, no. You know, just wait for your pitch.
He had gotten 5 straight balls before that strike came in there. 1-1. That's going to get away from the catcher. Nobody on, so nothing to advance. 2-1 here to Blackwood. Sarasota infield playing in now, and Blackwood can hit pretty hard as that one's going to be just a bit outside ball 3. If somebody makes a Bob Uecker reference every game, I feel like we're doing our job.
Yeah.
So Dusty hit it with it last night, and it looks like that might be the day.
Yep, that's it.
Here for Sarasota pitcher. So while we warm up this new Sarasota pitcher, we were going to go to break real quick. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here, bottom of the fourth inning. New arm on the mound for Sarasota is Caden Armstrong. Another righty facing Kason Blackwood, who is already up in the count 3-1. And, you know, one thing I kind of hate in baseball is when you bring a guy in when he's down in the count. Because I think the walk is credited to the current pitcher. And I kind of hate it for a kid to come in, just miss on the first pitch, and then you're credited with a walk.
Yeah, but also, like, you got to think about it, like, that's going to be sent into center field.
I tell you, Blackwood can hit, and we're going to have extra bases right here. And that
he's going to take, well.
No, he's a good job retreating by the center fielder there. That is J.D. James. Yep. But I said before we went to break, I was confused why their infield was playing in, because Kason's a good hitter, and he just sends it over the center fielder's head.
Did you see? Caden did that little praying mantis thing.
Hate to see an Alabama fan, but it's okay. I'll cut him some slack. So that's going to bring up Jack Emerson. I believe Emerson has reached both times.
As he had that bunt at his first at bat.
Yep. So corner infield is in for the speedy Emerson as that pitch is high for count 1-0 now on the first pitch. And I would bet if we do see Blackwood try to take third, they're not going to throw down this time. As they're going to try to pick back towards second, Blackwood will be back safely. And with 4 stolen bases and, you know, his third time being on base, I'm probably picking off as much as I can.
Yeah,
you can't
absolutely.
let this guy get any free passes. He's already gotten enough. They're going to pick back, and the Lockhart was a little higher out there. Good job saving that one from getting to center field.
We'll call time.
So count still 1-0 to Emerson as he's going to fly ball foul out of play. Hayden, this has to be this got big game feeling written all over it, and it's 11:30.
Absolutely. Lawrenceburg, you're trying to bounce back after yesterday's loss against Tallahassee. And also Sarasota, like we said, they were supposed to play at 3 p.m. yesterday, but due to rain and the condition of the field, their game got postponed to this morning. So they're trying to start the tournament off with their first win. So two teams looking to get their first win, and the other one, trying to bounce back and get their first win as well.
I'd say two teams looking for a win. Lawrenceburg in dire need of it. It's hard to lose 2 games and try to get really anything out of this tournament to advance, as that pitch will be high and inside for ball 3.
And due to the 5-team tournament, whoever has the best record at the end of the tournament will be crowned the champion.
So there is no tournament play. This is pool play all the way around for 4 days. As the 3-1 will be in the dirt. Emerson walking down to first once again with another walk.
And then right after this game, we got Greenville and Tallahassee, Florida.
And
I'm excited about that one.
Nothing against either, I was about to say nothing against either of these teams playing or Marshall County, but I would have to say, from seeing both those teams play, Tallahassee and Greenville are the 2 best teams in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Glad we're getting to see them play this early on, at least. And that ball is going to hit Daniel in the leg, and just like that, bases loaded with 1 out once again for this Lawrenceburg offense.
Way to wear one, AJ.
Yeah. So you don't see kids wearing too much padding in these tournaments, but
no, absolutely not.
There's not padding to cover where he got hit with that one. So, hey, you'll have a bruise in the morning, you'll wear it like a champ.
Yep.
The base is loaded. Daniel on first, Blackwood on third, Emerson on second, as Jake Moore will sky the first one, foul out of play.
His first at bat, hit by a pitch.
Second at bat, single.
Yep.
So, another guy who's been on base multiple times and looking. Yesterday the top half of Lawrenceburg's batting order did not really have a good day, and today it seems like all of them have been on or contributed in some form or fashion.
They've done so much better today. Like hitting the ball, they're doing the same. They hit the ball. I believe they had like 6 or 7 hits yesterday. 8 exactly. But they just couldn't take advantage of them.
They were all singles. They couldn't string nothing together. Now they're getting hit. They're getting walked. Extra base hits.
Left runners stranded on base.
And that's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to get by the third baseman. Close play at third, and he's going to be safe. And everybody advances 1 spot as Kason Blackwood scores his 3rd run of the day, Hayden. And Lawrenceburg now leads this one for the first time at 4-3.
Well,
love the fight from these kids.
Yeah, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to, I'd say Kason Blackwood would be the MVP if this game were over right now.
Man, he has been hitting the fire out of the ball, and when he gets
base
on,
running.
Yeah, his base running has been a huge benefit.
And stole second and stole third and home as well.
And as much as I've seen this kid play this summer, I'm really excited to watch him play this spring with the Eagles.
With Summertown, yep.
And that team's full of young players. You got Jackson Bennett, Grayson Burleson, and Kason Blackwood, who are 3 really young, good ball players. Aiden Perez on that team.
Aiden Perez, yep.
I believe John Colby Stanley.
Yep. So Summertown got some good representation in the tournament this year.
Yeah, 1-0 outside ball too. Their season didn't end the way they wanted it to, but Loretto's district has been tough the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
You have a Giles County team who's got 2 or 3 good pitchers. Lewis County can hit the fire out of the ball. Loretto has been really good back-to-back couple of years. As this 2-0 to Stanley will be in there for strike 1, and then there's Summertown there in the 4 spot. It's really hard to do anything. I mean, you can't afford to drop regular season games because it puts you in a bad spot for the district tournament.
In the tournament, yep.
And that one's going to be fouled off, count even at 2. I think you could have sent any of the top 4 teams in our district, any of them, to the region tournament. And they would have done exactly what happened.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I think we have a team in the sub-state.
Yes, with the talent we got in Lawrenceburg, there's plenty of talent going around Loretta, Lawrenceburg, and Summertown.
And that one's going to be flied into shallow left field, and it's going to get down.
Ooh, boy.
And with some base running blunders, Daniel's going to come home.
Get down.
And he is safe. And Lawrenceburg tacks on 2 with a 2 RBI single from John Colby Stanley as they now lead this one 6-3. And Hayden, we needed a big inning after throwing up a big 0, and they got it right there. Stanley drives home, I believe that was Daniel and Emerson.
Head coach for Sarasota is going to come out and have a discussion with his infield.
Perez was trying to go third right there, but He wasn't sure if Daniel was going to go home or not, so he had to hold up at second. So
in this situation, Michael, what is the head coach saying for Sarasota?
You just got to calm the kid down. He's coming out here, and he was already in a little bit of a rough spot with a runner on and a 3-1 count. And actually, it was nobody on. It was Case Blackwood. And then you walk, he give up a double to him, and then
you got an error by Braden McHale at the third baseman.
Yeah, and you just have a string of things going against you, and it's what Lawrenceburg needed. They needed a string of things to go their way, and just like that, they've exploded to a 3-run lead after a big inning here from their offense.
I mean, that's one thing we've seen, in the Babe Ruth tournament just a few weeks ago. You got, a bunch of guys from Il Kaufman, and they're going to be playing for Lawrence County this upcoming year. Then you got some guys from Summertown. I mean, they know how to take advantage of situations.
I mean, hey, when we were here all the month of June watching these kids play Babe Ruth, I mean, I know Blackwood. I believe Blackwood was playing some travel ball, but Emerson played, Daniel played, Moore played, Stanley played, Durham played,
Daniel
Mays played, Dillard, and Ryder Blackwood. So, I mean, we saw 8 of the 9 kids playing today, playing in this Babe Ruth tournament. We knew they were good. We knew they could hit the ball and play defense. We were just wondering when that offense was going to wake up, and today it has been the case. So Durham up to bat now. Brooks Durham is going to take that pitch outside. He's been walked twice so far.
Yeah. And we've talked about the starting lineup too. Like they're a deep team too as well. I mean, even though
you see
Abe Perez got hurt unfortunately yesterday, but still, I mean, they got Jack Story,
Jake Pettis.
Jake Pettis.
They got a couple of good players that started on their Babe Ruth teams. Kind of just sitting on the bench, but they're getting them in with pinch running and stuff like that. As Durham's going to hit a ground ball to the second baseman, 4-6. 3 and no in time. Wow, good job by Brooks Durham getting down the line as the fielder's choice ends up with Stanley being out, but he will advance Perez to third. So 2 outs now, runners on the corners. That's going to bring up Logan Mays had I believe it was a ground ball RBI single.
We're going to have another courtesy runner for Lawrenceburg. It's going to be Jack Story coming in for Brooks Durham on first.
So Story getting his second pinch runner appearance. And we have courtesy runners for our pitcher and catcher, Perez and Story, and 2 good runners at that. The first pitch here to Mays, outside ball 1. So still 6-3 game as this Lawrenceburg offense has exploded. Here comes Armstrong. And that one's going to be just outside. I thought that may have clipped the plate there. This umpire's got a little bit of a delayed reaction.
Yeah, so he does.
We got the headphones on, so I can't exactly hear if he says strike or not. So I just got to wait for the hand signal there.
Every time he says it's outside, he just kind of waits, and then he goes.
Well, he gets his hand up, so you think he might be going to do strike, but just saying that it's outside is the pick over.
To first, try to get Jack.
Yeah. Another kid from Lawrenceburg getting a big lead on first. As he's taking off on this one, as Mays will swing and foul that one back. And if he takes that one, I believe Story is there standing easily.
Oh, yeah.
So Mays getting signs from third base coach. Pick back towards first. Close play, but Story will be back safely.
If you're Lawrenceburg, you're trying to, you got the momentum definitely for sure now, but you're trying to get another run with 2 outs here.
Oh, yeah, what's another run is Mays is going to sky that one. Shallow center field. Center fielder coming on to make the play, and we'll bring that in for the third out. So Lawrenceburg gets 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th and gets their first lead of the game, 6-3. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the top of the 5th inning for the 2023 14-year-old Southeast Regional Babe Ruth Tournament, brought to you by Quick Mart. As Michael, Lawrenceburg has taken advantage of the bottom of the 4th, taking on 3 runs off of errors and good base running and some hits.
And
That's
one
going to be a
pitch,
quick
one out
out
right there. Yeah, hey, and you said it best. I mean, they were in a little bit of a jam with runners on first and second with 1 out in the 4th inning. They got out of that throwing up a 0, and after that, you got to put up some runs to kind of kill what little bit of momentum that Sarasota built there in the 4th inning, and they did just that with tacking on 3 runs and doubling the Sarasota in the run category, leading 6-3.
That was J.D. James thrown out at first. Now it's going to be the third baseman, Braden McKay, at the plate here. It's going to be quickly 2-0 here. So Jake Moore is falling behind on the count. There's 2-0 pitch. It's also going to be low and outside for ball 3. So
yeah, trying to work that outside corner and just can't seem to hit his spot.
I'm assuming McKay is going to take this next pitch. He does.
Didn't even flinch.
Yep. Here's 3-1 pitch. That's going to be flied up in the infield. And it's going to be, ooh, man.
Yeah, it was a close play there by Dillard, but he's made a couple of good defensive plays today.
Of course, the sun is in your eyes as well. Good thing you had the shades.
Yeah.
The shades on.
And, I'm not against the 3-1 swing, but in a game when you're down 3-0 and you're off, or you're down 6-3, down 3 runs, and your offense really has nothing going, you just got to try to get on base there. I'm not sure if that would have been called a ball or a strike, with the home plate umpires we've had in this tournament. It's iffy.
It's going to be the designated hitter, Nelson Dominguez, and that's going to be fair. That's going to be just on the third base line. That's going to roll almost all the way to the fence.
They might bring him to third. Nope.
Yep, they're going to
hold him up at second.
Hold him up at second. So good hitting by Dominguez. That's about the same spot as earlier.
Yeah, same spot. Ends up with an extra base hit on that one. Maybe a little bit of a 2-out rally here coming from Sarasota, because their middle of the order has been very dangerous today.
That's going to be the shortstop, Kieran Venkat. Jake Moore's going to step off the plate as well. Jake so far, I believe he's got 1 strikeout. Oh, and that's going to get away from Dillard.
And Dominguez
they tried to pick off.
Tough break right there for the Lawrenceburg defense. They've been playing so well, and it's a little fluky play like that, another error. I'm not sure if the scoreboard is exactly right, but it has both teams tallied up for 3 errors, 4th for Lawrenceburg. And when you play as aggressive as these teams have been, I mean, errors are just bound to happen.
Chad Moore's going to come and have a discussion with his infield after that play, and I'm sure just kind of talk to his infield right now like, hey, calm down. There's no need.
Moore with 65 pitches so far.
65 pitches, so not bad. No. Compared to his starting opponent, J.J. Honish, who had 1 strikeout and threw 70 pitches through
3 1/3.
3 1/3, yep.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, buddy, it wasn't your fault. We just got to keep working. We got a 2-run lead. Just get us out of this inning.
Exactly, and that's what you tell your guys right here.
I mean, Dominguez has been a tough out all day. He had that little foul tip into the catcher's glove in his first AB strikeout, but since then has been hammering those inside pitches.
There's the first pitch. That's going to be way inside for ball one. Here's 1-0 pitch. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be in the field for foul. Brooks Durham not going to be able to get in time. Boy, that would have been a play if he would have got a glove on that one.
I'd say we've seen this whole infield pretty much, and even Case and Blackwood and center make some tough plays. So, like to see these kids laying it out all on the line as they, pretty much trying to save, I guess you could say, the Babe Ruth season after a tough loss yesterday to a good Tallahassee team.
Of course, it was a good, matchup-wise game between the two teams. I didn't see.
It's like one team didn't look so much better than the other.
Absolutely, and that's going to be tipped up in the infield.
Wow.
Wow.
Close play there by John Colby Stanley.
He was right under it. He just couldn't get a hold of it. He's not too happy with himself there, but hey, that's one of those things you get mad at, but you can't let it, throw off your game.
Oh, that was a tough play anyway. He's running, he's got to lay out, try to catch it and, catch it through the fall, and it's a tough play to make.
Yeah, it's a good play. And it was in foul territory as well, but still, that's just one you'd like to have.
Like to see his pitcher back him up right here and get a strikeout to end the inning.
So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be swung into left center.
Casey. Yep.
And once again, Casey Blackwood makes the catch. So at that, Lawrenceburg leads this one 6-4 now, as that will do it for the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back right after this break.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out Denver Trap Field here for the Babe Ruth 14-year-old Southeast Regional here in Lawrenceburg, brought to you by Quick Mart. After getting down 3 runs, Sarasota comes back in the top of the 5th inning, tacks on a run, and now only trails by 2. Lawrenceburg, after a 2-out run there from Sarasota, is going to look to try to extend their lead back to 3 or 4 more runs. Armstrong still on the mound, went 2/3 there in the 4th inning, got 2 hits, 2 runs. And Hayden, I've never seen a Babe Ruth game with this little amount of strikeouts. We got a combined 2, and they both came in the 1st inning.
But J.J. Harnish for Sarasota, 1 strikeout. Like you said, that was in the bottom of the 1st inning. Jake Moore so far, 1 strikeout, and that was the top of the 1st inning. So
That's going to be who we got batting right there. That is inside. It looks like
Dillard.
Dillard. Yeah,
yep.
Max Dillard. So I could see the blue on his helmet. I wasn't sure which Summertown player it was.
Yeah, he's probably looking to try to make up for that error that got away from him that led to the stolen base to home by Dominguez.
So he's made some good plays at third, but also had a couple little blunders. He swings and misses on that 2-0 pitch. Now,
Good cut.
Now still leads this count 2-1 though. 2-1 here to Dillard. Now it'll be high and inside for ball 3. I tell you what, for Summertown, this team to be a bunch of Summertown and Lawrence County kids, they're meshing well together. I mean, defense and seems to be kind of on the same page with each other.
Absolutely. You know what the funny part is?
And
like within just a few weeks.
God, deep left field. I don't think the left fielder's going to have a chance at that.
No way. But yeah, like we talked about, in a few weeks, they're going to be playing against each other.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be seeing each other and, play absolutely.
I'm not sure if there's going to be any summer ball games between the 3 in-county teams.
Yeah.
I believe that was just a COVID special. But, you get to next spring, these guys are going to be playing against each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they grow up playing together, and then they, go to different high schools, and they're playing
Yeah.
against each other. 3-2 here to Dillard. He'll take that pitch outside and trot down to first. I believe that's the second time that Dillard has been walked.
And then also, just like a few weeks ago, they played against each other in the Babe Ruth League. We got some guys on the Red Sox teams, the Phillies teams, the Summertown Eagles, Falls, so kind of spread out all over.
Yeah. I mean, I would say there's just kids from all the teams that are out here.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not sure
Looks like we
where
gotta
all
do-
the Sarasota kids are from, but I'm sure there was a mesh of some sort.
And Ryder Blackwood up to bat. Take that first pitch in the dirt. Blackwood ground out and a fly out. As he'll take that pitch high for ball 2. And listen, what I've loved most about what these Lawrenceburg kids are doing today, they're seeing pitches. They came out really aggressive yesterday, and some errant swings and some bad swings. They're swinging at good times today, and they're taking a lot of pitches. As we got
Dillard's going to easily get there.
Yeah, I mean, the catcher dropped the ball right there, but I think Dillard was there before the catcher even picked the ball back up.
Yeah, there's just no way he was going to get there in time.
It's a 3-0 count.
Of course, that's one of Lawrenceburg's specialties with all the Summertown Lawrence County kids they got. They can run the bases very well.
Yeah, and I don't remember if Summertown exactly played very aggressive last year. I only got to see 2 games of them last year, but I know Lawrenceburg like to steal bases and stuff like that, so that's definitely going to translate over to this team, as that pitch will be just outside, and I don't think Armstrong was happy about that one. Coach coming out to have a word as Ryder Blackwood trots down to first with his first time on base.
Armstrong looks like he's a
little upset.
A little frustrated. And
that's the game from him, as we're going to have a new arm coming in for Sarasota. So after going 2 innings plus, that will be the day for Armstrong and is responsible for the runners on first and second. So while we let this Sarasota pitcher warm up, we'll go to a break real quick. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We are open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco products. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back. Jack Peggs, the righty on the mound, new pitcher for Sarasota. Caden Armstrong, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks on 32 pitches, and is responsible for the runners on first and second. Leadoff man Kason Blackwood back up to bat. He's been on base 3 times. It's the first pitch from Peggs in there for a strike. And yeah, like we said earlier, Hayden, it looks like Blackwood so far today has been our MVP. He's been on base 3 times, 2 hits,
great base
3
running.
runs.
Yeah.
And Blackwood drives that one left field, base hit. That's going to score 1.
Easily 2.
Yeah. And Blackwood might try for 3 right here. He is. He's going for it.
Yep.
Kason Blackwood will be into third. And I don't want to get excited yet because we got a big field, but he's a home run away from the cycle.
Yep, absolutely.
And that may be his first 2 RBIs right there, but Lawrenceburg.
Yep. 2 RBI triple.
Yeah. It clears the bases minus Blackwood. And they have now doubled Sarasota once again.
Absolutely. And we talked about his base running and his hitting so far. He's also been busy in the outfield as well. I believe 3 or 4
he's got
flyouts.
He's about to say he's made 3 or 4 plays in the outfield. Single, double, triple, 3 runs, 4 stolen bases, 2 RBIs. I mean, what can't this kid do?
What hasn't he done?
Emerson's going to lay down a bunt, safety squeeze. Will score the run.
Great job.
4th run of the day for Blackwood as Lawrenceburg now leads this one 9-4. And, man, this offense has come to play. Good sack bunt right there by Jack Emerson to score Blackwood from third.
Emerson getting some love from his teammates in there as they, like we said, once again, laying down that bunt, getting it out, sacrifice there, but also you get a run in there as well.
Yeah, and that'll score for the 2 runs that were responsible to Armstrong. As that's going to be a ground ball with Daniel, fielded by Lockhart over to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Good little ground ball 4-3 right there by the Sarasota defense, and they needed an out.
Yeah, they needed that one.
They 3 runs scored in a blink of an eye. I mean, we had a couple guys walk to get on, and then just like that, Blackwood, 2 RBIs, safety squeeze, he comes home. I mean, and we went from 6-4 to 9-4 in a heartbeat. That's going to bring up Jake Moore, pitcher. And that'll be low and inside in the dirt.
I really think the Sarasota defense has, had a good game, but, just their pitching group so far just hasn't really been in sync, and they just have struggled to find the strike zone.
Moore, it's a little blooper. Good play there by the Sarasota center fielder to get them out of the inning. The 3 runs do score for Lawrenceburg as they now lead Sarasota 9-4 after 5 innings. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Tennessee Flight Training.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Iad at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit southerntennesseemedicalgroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Denver Track Field as we're here for the 2023 14-year-old Babe Ruth Southeast Regional Tournament, brought to you by Quick Mart. As once again, Michael, Lawrenceburg tacks on 3 more runs to extend their lead 9-4. So I mean, Lawrenceburg really, got started off slow in the first inning, but after that they've just took the momentum and took off with it.
I mean, they've had at least 1 run cross in each of the 5 innings they've been on the field. And the thing I love is every time Sarasota gets a little momentum or punches, Lawrenceburg comes right back and punches just as hard, if not harder. I mean, Sarasota got that 1 in the top of the 5th. Lawrenceburg comes back with 3. Love to see how they finish this game out.
It's going to be Davin Davidson at the plate here for Sarasota. That's going to be a strike.
That looked a little outside right there, but good pitch. If they're going to call it a strike, I wouldn't. I'm not going to tell you not to throw it.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's
bring them up 3. Oh, yeah. That was same spot as that last pitch.
Yeah.
Say Durham wanted that one too.
Yeah, Durham was ready to throw off to third real quick. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's also going to be outside, so evens the count up 2-2. Here's 2-2 pitch, and that's also going to be outside, make it a full count. So.
It's Davidson right batting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, with a tall guy like him, I don't know why you don't throw inside on him. I don't think he's going to have time to get his hands around.
Here's full count pitch. That's going to be swung on, and that'll be strikeout number 2 for Moore. So the first strikeout since the first inning. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 bland innings of no strikeouts, and that's just our 3rd total of the entire game between both teams.
But, hey, you can't complain because your defense is showing up.
Yeah, I would say it's not like both teams have a load of hits. I mean, Lawrenceburg was 7, Sarasota was 6, but a bunch of fly balls and stuff like that.
Yes. Home plate umpires telling Sarasota
get back in the dugout.
Back in the dugout. Looks like some of the guys were on the outside, sitting on top of it. Just to be safe.
Like I said, there's no reason to come play a tournament game and get hurt. On a foul ball.
That one's going to be outside for ball 1. Now it's going to be the right fielder Jackson Naismith. It's going to be inside.
Not sure how many balls he's had hit to him today, but he's had a couple of plays where he showed off his arm.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon out there.
Yeah, that one play out in right field where they threw off to Holmes. That's going to be a ground ball to Jack Emerson. He's going to throw to first, and he's easily going to get the out.
Man, Jack's a little guy, but, man, he's got an arm out there. I mean,
you.
There's times where he'll crow hop a couple times. I was like, oh, that's going to be close, and he gets it there in time. And it's on
he's fast as lightning.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the second baseman, Olivia Lockhart. As so far today, she's
1 for 2.
Yep, 1 for 2, and had made pretty good contact with the baseball.
Yeah, man. That error she reached on was a hard hit ground ball at Emerson. And listen, I mean, that's another hit. Oh,
they're just going to call it foul, man.
Oh, that was on the line.
Yeah.
But she's putting the bat on the ball, and you can't hate that one bit. And she may just be using this to practice for softball season. Baseball's a little smaller, but, I mean, looks like she hadn't let up one bit.
I have nothing wrong with that.
No. Coming up here playing some ball.
Yep.
And, I mean, she's got her pants dirty, too. I mean, she's out here.
She's working.
Yeah. She's keeping up with everybody out here for sure. I mean, she made that good defensive play in I believe that was the 4th inning.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's going to be just outside for ball 2.
I think she might have the best eye on the team. I'm not just saying that. I mean, she's
very disciplined.
Yeah.
Here's a 2-1. That's also going to be outside for ball 3, so I'll make it a 3-1 count. Here's 3-1. That's going to be swung on. Fouled out of play. So I'll make it a full count. So good job by Jake Moore battling back.
Yeah, after getting down early in the count, he's done a good job of running this one. I believe it's back full now.
And we talked about it. You know, he had 34 pitches in that first inning, and we were just kind of like, okay, well, that's not good depending on, you know, you're only supposed to have 105 pitches during the game. So
after 5 innings, he had that ball's.
Guess
might
who?
get down. Yeah. The Lockhart reaches again. But yeah, like we were talking, Hayden, 34 pitches in the first inning for Moore. Then he has 36 in the next 4 combined.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're wanting to go, you know, have a long game, you want to sit in that 12 to 18 pitch range per inning, and you know he's come out in an average of 9 over the last 4 innings. So Lockhart reaches base again. And man, she's hitting the ball. I mean,
Absolutely,
you can't hate that one
hitting
bit.
the gaps. Yeah, and that's one thing. I know you don't really consider that an error by Lawrence County, but, you know, still. Not sure if that was miscommunication out there.
Yeah.
That's going to be picked off to first, not in time. I thought that was Blackwood. I was like, well, there's another.
Blackwood, or Emerson all kind of running out there to try to make a play, but that's in that little Bermuda Triangle where it's tough to make a play.
That's going to be outside for ball 1.
And consecutive innings, Sarasota gets a man on with 2 out. Looking that they can capitalize.
Here's the 1-0. That's going to be swung on just down the third base line, fouled.
I mean, that's a couple inches from being an extra base hit right there for, I believe that is, Madden. You know, I love what we've seen today. We've had good first base play on both sides.
Mhm.
We had a little bit of rough first base play yesterday from all 4 teams. I mean, there was a couple errors for everybody, and we've seen some solid first base play from both Madden and Stanley so far.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned this today, but compared to yesterday and today, beautiful weather.
Oh, yeah.
This is baseball weather.
Yeah, I would say this is that baseball summer weather where it's 100 degrees. Everybody's out here just
umbrellas,
like a dog.
tents. Yeah,
we even got the little fans out today.
Yeah. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 4.
So we're probably not going to have to shy away from telling anybody to make sure they're drinking water.
Yeah.
So we got like a 25-degree difference from yesterday. I mean, it was a cool afternoon yesterday and last night, and it's just hot today. I mean, there's no way around that.
Here's the first pitch. That's going to be inside and high for ball 1. So that's going to be Jack Peggs. Yep. As I don't know if you saw there, Michael, earlier, whenever Jake threw that walk, he looked over the dugout and looked at his dad. Don't take me out. Yep. That gets away from Brooks.
Lockhart and Madden advanced right there, and Lockhart kind of rounded third kind of hard.
Yep. So with 2 outs here, we got runners on second and third here. As Brooks and Jake, I'm sure, signaling their situation for 2 outs and runners on second and third here.
I believe Moore was on the Phillies. If he was, because I knew Durham was the catcher for the Phillies.
Actually, I think Moore was on the Vols team.
Yeah.
He, Jack Emerson. Yeah. Brooks was on that Phillies team, I believe. Yeah. Here's the 3-0. That's also going to be outside.
That's going to be a 4-pitch walk.
Well,
Peggs doesn't want to go.
Confused, yeah. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and that's going to have bases loaded with 2 outs here.
Yeah. Coach coming out, and that might be the day for Jake Moore.
Yeah.
AJ, we got a pitch total over there for Moore. He is at 94. So, yeah, after
94 pitches, yeah. Not a bad day, though. You got to give it up for Jake.
Yeah, I mean, 4 runs after giving up 2 in the first. After that, really settled down. And
looks like we're going to have the center fielder, Kason Blackwood.
And this, I believe this kid's throwing a little bit for Summertown, so we got a good arm coming in right here.
We're also going to have a relief runner. That's going to be number 39, Chase Snelson, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Then again, do apologize. Some of the writing, not sure what certain letters are.
But Moore getting a good salute
Yep,
from the
standing
crowd.
ovation, yep. His teammates going to give him some love coming out of the dugout.
So I believe he's going to...
Probably going to be sitting the rest of the day.
Well, I don't know. There's an open spot in the infield.
Yeah. Durham's going to stay at first.
Yeah.
Chase, I'm not exactly sure who went out to third.
That looks like Dillard's still at third, and I believe that is Emerson standing at second or playing. I guess he'll stay at short.
Yeah.
Looks like Blackwood went out to the outfield to fill in for Kaysen. And you got, I believe it's still Daniel and
I would assume they might.
Yeah, Daniel
I haven't seen Logan Mays, but I'm assuming they would probably. Jake Pettis.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
There we go. We got AJ keeping us producing this game, but he's keeping us in order.
Jake Moore coming back out to the infield. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
He couldn't get away from the game that easy.
No.
Yeah.
You go out there and throw 90 pitches.
90
Get back
pitches,
out there.
2
Get back out there,
strikeouts,
boy.
yeah, come on.
That all you got?
Yeah.
I mean, you see it for Loretto a couple of times. You know, you'll have Quincy Moore start a game and he'll finish it, at shortstop, or Carter Daniel start a game on the mound and finish the game at first base. If those guys didn't go complete games, because most of the time they were out there, you're going to get 110 pitches out of any of them.
Then again, I'd like to remind you, this is the 2023 14-year-old Babe Ruth Southeast Regional, brought to you by Quick Mart, as this is Game 3 between Lawrenceburg and Sarasota.
And you love seeing the Babe Ruth tournament back in Lawrenceburg.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got this field
Great
pretty much
community,
specifically
yeah.
for it, and we hosted the World Series here a couple of times. Just even getting to host a regional, it's good for the city.
Yep.
And we get to showcase some good baseball talent.
Good talent.
Here.
Yep.
And happy we got the exports with us this time. We can showcase some of this talent.
Yep.
We had it 10 years ago. We'd have like a little Ryan Weathers running around out there on the mound for the Tennessee team.
Yep.
Now, there's a couple more kids from Loretta on that team, I remember, because they went and played. It may have been 2015 that the team went to, or 2016, something like that. The team went to like South Dakota or something like that to play in some sort of. It may not have been Babe Ruth, but it was some sort of tournament. They went and played out in the middle of nowhere. As
this is brought to you by Exports Network exclusively for the Southeast Regional Tournament.
I wonder how many other regionals out here are broadcasting their games, because they may be, but I mean,
not many.
It's definitely not many.
Yeah. Yes. Like we said, this is exclusive. You can get this on YouTube, as we're streaming this on YouTube and Facebook Live.
So we got Case and Blackwood on the bump now for Lawrenceburg.
So here's the first pitch for Case and Blackwood. That's going to get in the dirt. Good job by Brooks Duran keeping that in front of him. Yeah, because if that would have got away from Brooks, Lockhart was probably easily going to make their way to
everybody
home plate.
Would advance. And the only thing that Case and Blackwood has to complete his amazing day is go out there on the mound.
And that's in there for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not exactly sure what the.
Yeah,
maybe they're just trying to pump the team up. So you hear some cheering from the crowd.
That's going to be sent right to Jake Moore. So they leave 3 on base stranded, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back right after this break.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Iad at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com, or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
Story and Leave, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com. At Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg, owner and broker Fred Webb is always working with his realtors to ensure they're ready for game day to score you the biggest win for your home or property. From being the best trained to knowing the land or home they're selling, the crew at your local United Country office is ready to give you their all. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, turn to Southern Tennessee Realty today and let them put their years of combined experience to work for you. Because everyone around here knows if Southern Tennessee Realty can find Bigfoot, they can find you a buyer.
This is the X Sports Network.
And bottom 6th inning here, Denver Track Field, Babe Ruth, 14-year-old Southeast Regional Tournament, brought to you by Quick Mart. And after a big, little offensive surge right there from Sarasota, they strand the bases loaded. Cason Blackwood comes in to get the last out of the inning and preserve this 9-4 lead. John Colby Stanley leading off this inning for Lawrenceburg. And so he's going to hit a inside pitch ground ball, Lockhart, and over to first for the first out of the inning. Say Lockhart got her first hit of the game in the last inning.
I believe she's 2 for 3 on the day so far.
Let's bring up the catcher, Brooks Durham. He has been, I believe, walked twice and then grounded into a fielder's choice in which he reached. And so he's been on base all 3 times. Another one of those guys that has just come up to bat, gotten on base, scored some runs. Just a good day for this Lawrenceburg offense. Yeah. I mean, after yesterday, you weren't sure how they were going to be able to respond, and they have a handful of errors, but their offense has come to play.
Yeah, and also then again, like we talked about earlier, they've got one game under their belt. Sarasota's supposed to play Lawrenceburg yesterday, but like we keep mentioning, due to weather, their game got backed up. So this is their first game.
But they will get to play another
game.
They will.
Tonight. Yep, they'll be playing Marshall County in the 3 p.m. game, and then after this game, it'll be the battle of the undefeated between Greenville, North Carolina, and Tallahassee, Florida.
Hey man, if you like baseball and that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. I'm pumped to see this game.
I am.
So 3-0 count here to Durham, looking to get the hat trick of walks under his belt, and Brooks he can hit the ball well. So I mean, the fact that he set up here and watched all these pitches is that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. I believe that's the second 4-pitch walk of the day for Durham. One of them was on a full count, and he now has his 3rd walk of the day, 4th time on base. As we got a new batter coming in, batting for Logan Mays. We got Jake Pettis.
Yep.
So we got our good friend Will Pettis down there watching his son. Yeah.
Yep.
I would say we love Will and all the work he does for X Sports. So good to let him be dad, though. At first pitch to Pettis will be in the dirt, ball 1.
As we're going to have time here, Chad Moore's going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire.
Say this game's running just over 2 hours now.
Yeah.
As I believe they're
going to look at the lineups real quick. Make sure everybody's
home plate
in
umpire
check.
had the new right fielder listed correctly.
Yeah.
So it's
first time we had to wait for something to talk about.
Yeah, no. I mean, usually we got something. Yeah. I was trying to I think we do have a courtesy runner on first. That's, I believe,
Jack Story.
Jack Story once again.
In this game, can't complain about this game. This game's been going on a flow. Calls,
I'd say we had a
questionable calls, but they're not bad calls.
Nothing egregious.
Yeah.
I would say no game deciding calls.
No,
just a couple of. I mean, they're umpires, they're humans, they're going to miss balls and strikes, but
absolutely.
Nothing like a blown, out or something like that. So the 1-0 Pettis calls
Pettis
time.
calls time, yep.
So Pettis actually makes 6 Summertown kids on this team. Pettis take that one in the dirt ball too. Runner on first is Story. And 2-0. That's going to get away from the catcher. Story will advance.
Easily make his way to second.
And it's a 3-0 count to Pettis.
He probably could have walked all the way over there.
Let's say done some high knees on the way or something.
Yeah. Stretch.
Let's say despite having 45 feet of foul territory down the first and third base lines, you got about 15 feet behind home plate for a backstop.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't hit, if it hits the netting, it's going to drop. If it's that concrete, it's coming back in a hurry.
Of course, this is a bigger field than normal. Like if we're just go right across from us at Tom Cruise Field is where the high school for Lawrence County plays. Mm-hmm. It's a whole lot smaller than this Denver track field.
Yeah, it says 336, 375, and 336.
Yeah, and compared to Tom Cruise, it's 327, 363, and 327. So.
But talking to some of the guys in the press box with us yesterday, it's bigger than that. I mean, they said that it's probably closer to 345 down the lines, and maybe even almost 400 at dead center, which is bigger than most major league ballparks by a good bit.
Looks like Jake Pegas is done for the day as well, and it looks like we're going to have the second baseman Olivia Lockhart coming on the mound for Sarasota.
So we're going to let Lockhart warm up. We'll go to a quick break here. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Olivia Lockhart, the new arm on the mound here for Sarasota, 2 outs away from finishing this one off here in the finishing off the 6th inning. First pitch. That's going to be a little low and away. And Hayden, she's got a pretty good arm on her. I mean,
she does.
Definitely not, dropping off anywhere from where Peg's left off.
Well, she's had a pretty good game so far. They, 2 for 3, done well on the defensive side.
I would say she's played both sides of the ball well. So that's Max Dillard batting. So he's going to pop that one straight up. That might come in here with us.
Boy.
We're about 4 feet from needing a new camera.
AJ doing production. Oh, no, hit us, don't hit us.
Yeah, get that bad mojo away from us.
Yeah.
I think it was Sam yesterday talking about all the times.
Yeah,
he was doing softball games with Rodney and having stuff come back at him. And that one's going to be up the middle. Second baseman's going to field it and not have a place. That's the new second baseman, Snelson, in. And
gets away from him.
Yeah, I mean, when you come in the 6th inning and you're trying to field a ground ball for the first time and, it's been over 2 hours and 15 minutes since they've warmed up, it's a little hard. I mean, usually you warm up pitchers, you usually warm up, defensive players and stuff like that.
Yep, his Lockhart is she's in a bad situation right now with base loaded, 1 out here. Got a chance to tag on some more runs for Lawrenceburg.
Now the runners at second, third are tagged to Pegs, so it won't affect her ERA any. No. Unless Dillard comes around to score. So that's Ryder Blackwood up to bat for his third at bat. He has 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. That pitch will be outside for ball 2. So Lockhart having a little bit of a tough time finding the zone.
Yeah.
And that one's going to be slapped foul. Blackwood a little late on that one, hits it back towards the Sarasota dugout.
Yeah, and of course, I'm assuming she plays softball, and it's a different pitching style for sure. So, she might be probably used to the softball pitching style, but having to adjust for baseball is a little different.
2-1, swung on ground ball. Second baseman once again. He will field it and fire over to first to get the second out. Runner will score.
So, good sacrifice RBI.
I believe that was the runner for Durham right there that scored. So that's going to bring back up Kason Blackwood, Mr. MVP of this game. I mean,
see if he can get a home run and get the
cycle.
cycle.
I would say go for the cycle. I mean, I'm completely here for it. Maybe slap one right center field gap. Just turn on your horse, and they're actually going to just intentionally walk him.
Wow.
I mean, he's at the point. I mean
yeah.
Single, double, triple, walked, scored 4 runs, has a couple
there's
RBIs,
2 outs, so just fielder's choice.
A couple plays in the outfield. Now he's on the mound. I mean, this kid's like the Shohei Ohtani of our Babe Ruth league.
The issue is you got Jack Emerson,
who has reached base,
yes.
1, 2, 3 times?
Yeah, so
2 times.
I mean, I get it, but it's just a hard situation for Sarasota and Lockhart right now.
Yeah, I mean, not in a good spot.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at this point, you don't want to walk in another run because
Yeah.
it's already a 10-4 ball game. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle. Good hit there by Emerson. 1 run will score. That's going to make this game 11-4.
Yep.
As you got Dillard on third, Blackwood on second, and
Good.
Emerson on first with an RBI single.
Yep, good RBI single by Emerson.
That's going to bring up the left fielder, A.J. Daniel. Daniel, pretty good day. Hit by pitch, couple ground outs, but has had a sacrifice fly to get the first RBI of the game and get this Lawrence County offensive show, or Lawrenceburg offensive show, on the road. 2 outs here. First pitch to Daniel will be fouled back out of play. Lockhart looking to get out of the inning without giving up too much more damage. This Lawrenceburg offense, 8 runs in the last 3 innings. I mean, that's one of the more crazy ends to a game, I mean, that I've seen in a while. 0-1. It's going to be popped up. It's going to stay in foul territory, and making the grab. He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it, man. I thought he had it.
Everybody thought he got out of the inning. Third baseman, that is McKay.
It's gonna be McKay, yeah.
Could not make the grab. He was under it, but just could not make the grab. So count still 0-2 here to Daniel.
AJ was heading back to the dugout.
Yeah, but everybody was for a second there. 0-2 here. In the dirt, ball 1. One, 2, swung on ground ball up the middle. Second baseman fire over to first for the third out of the inning. So Lawrenceburg tacks on 2 more runs and extends their lead to 11-4 after 6. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the Exports Network.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
Rent-Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent-Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent-Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
There are now more ways to save at Quick-Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick-Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Denver Track Field for the 2023 Southeast Regional Babe Ruth Tournament, brought to you by Quick-Mart, as this is Sarasota's last chance to get back into this ball game, as it's going to be J.D. James up to bat here for Sarasota.
And if Casey Blackwood can pitch as well as he's done everything else today, this will be a quick inning.
Yeah, close the game out. So that pitch is going to be outside. For ball 1, it's going to make it 1-1. Excuse me, ball 2, that's going to be fouled in the dirt.
And no save opportunity for Blackwood as they have a 7-run lead.
Yep.
But I actually learned a fun fact the other day. If a reliever comes out and pitches the last 4 innings of a game, you're credited with the save no matter what the run difference is.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something every day, and that's going to be sent down the first base line. That's going to be fair. As James is going to make his way to first. He's going to stay there. So maybe a little bit of life for Sarasota here at the top of the 7th.
That save. Had a little bit of trouble getting these leadoff guys on, which has kind of led to a little bit of trouble with these, back half of the ordered guys getting on base and just being left there because top half of the order hasn't done the best job batting them in.
Yeah, it's going to be Braden McKay at the plate for Sarasota. He fouls that out of play.
And if you get the out here, without either advancing the runner or only getting him to second, I'd walk Dominguez. There's no need in letting him go up there and do some more damage.
Jason going to fake over to first. Have James retreat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be swing and a miss for strike 1. Boy, that was heat.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. So 0-2. That may be the biggest lead we've seen a Sarasota runner take.
There's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be just low and in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know what the umpire's saying there to McKay.
I don't know if it hit him there or if he just not exactly sure what happened there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2. So I'll even count up 2-2.
Yeah, Blackwood just missed the corner there.
Here's a 2-2 pitch.
That guy, oh
man.
Wow. Say Blackwood smiling right there. He knew he had that one, so the count's full now.
Yep. Tough break there by Blackwood. That's one of those questionable calls there. It looked good.
That was,
it
it
looked in the box.
I get we're a little, off center, but that might be too.
Straight shot to Jake.
Oh, that's going to get away.
He's going to easily make it to second. They're going to hold him up.
Oh. And it might be more trying to do a little too much right there, but they get the first out of the inning.
Of course, that was kind of like the last out of the bottom or the top of the 6th inning where it was just a line drive to him. Now it's Dominguez.
So the runner was trying to get back, and Stanley was kind of in an awkward position to make a play there. So,
as you can see, Brooks Durham is motioning his guys to shade right, as that's where he's been sending all of his shots to.
I'm intrigued by this battle. See if Blackwood can
Brooks is
sit
going
this
to call
guy
time.
down.
Yeah. kind of have a little game plan for Dominguez here. You know, you got one out, 2 more outs to end this game. You got James on second, Dominguez, who's been probably the best hitter for Sarasota so far. Had 2 line drives out to right field.
Scored 1 of their 4 runs.
Here's the first pitch to Dominguez. That's going to be sent right back to Blackwood.
That'll do it.
Yep. So a double play sent right back to Blackwood. Sent to second base, and that'll do it. So Lawrenceburg wins this one 11-4 as they go 1-1 in the tournament as Sarasota falls 0-1. Michael, final thoughts for the game?
Casey Blackwood's a pretty good baseball player.
Absolutely.
I mean, listen, Lawrence County, I mean, their defense wasn't perfect today, but it got the job done, and their bats came alive when they needed to, and they strung stuff together today. And I'm really excited to watch this team keep playing. But nothing against, I'm kind of anticipating to see Sarasota play later tonight. So, we'll be back tonight. So, I guess that's all I got for tonight, Hayden.
Yeah, and then also, like you said, Sarasota, you can't say anything bad about them because they, they came to play, and also they were supposed to play last night, and this is their first game, so nothing against them. But they'll be playing another game tonight too. It's going to be their second game. At 3 p.m., they'll be playing Marshall County, and then right after this, we're going to have Tallahassee and Greenville play 2 games of undefeated. So that'll do it for Game 3 between Lawrenceburg and Sarasota. This is Hayden Burks with Michael Marks and producer extraordinaire